when the skies are gray and you feel astray. Who you gonna call when you need this straight truth?
Hello, everybody. We are back in business. Yeah, I know I missed the news last week, but I did look at that paper. There wasn't a whole lot to miss. Usual shenanigans out in Morrisdale and all that. But we're here this week. Let's see what's going on. This is the journal for June 7th. And the star of this week is going to be the Spike Island Pirates. I think that's a very, very minor baseball league in the area. We'll find out about them later in the paper. Now, Relay for Life returns to Moshannon Valley next week. That's a fundraising thing for American Cancer Society. And you can find all the details on that. There's something that says Runderful. Moshannon Valley YMCA put on back-to-back 5K races. There's a very exciting picture of some people running. Another picture over there. Hats off to the class of 2024. Yes. Once again, that's the journal with their very, very funny puns. Hey, they threw their hats in the air. Let's call it hats off. Am I a little extra cynical this week? Yeah, I don't know. West Branch softball continues PII tournament. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look, we're done with the front page already. And the next page, what do we got? Looks like a bunch of people walking and jogging the 5K. There you go. If you're really interested, hit pause. The one lady looks familiar. Over here, Holt Memorial Library begins reading adventure this week. It's always good to have the reading programs for kids in the summer. We used to do a lot of stuff at our library. Celebrate National Get Outdoors Day at Prince Gallitzin State Park. I have a feeling that's not really a national holiday. And, you know, outdoors is overrated. You know, it's out there. There's burning sun. There's bugs. And there's people. Okay. Obituaries. William Niedrich Sr., born in 1945. He was a veteran of the Marine Corps of Vietnam War. We also have a Kim Farr, born in 1959. She's from Morgan Run. It looks like that's all the obituaries. But here's what we're all here for. The police report. And it looks like a long one. So let's see what happened in Morrisdale. Party foul. Haley Monks, 24 of Pittsburgh, was arrested for punching Gabrielle Robinson, 19 of Clearfield, at a party in Frog Hollow Road. I don't think I knew there was a Frog Hollow Road. Cruisin' for a citation. Cruz is spelled with a K. I'm guessing it's going to be about somebody named Cruz. Cody L. Cruz, 27 of Hotzdale, was traveling northbound on 153 and went off the eastbound shoulder, striking a utility pole with the driver's side of the vehicle, causing disabling damage. Crews failed to contact 911 or police following the crash and fled the scene. Fight in Wollaston. Police investigated domestic-related incident involving 29-year-old female and 34-year-old male, both of Wollaston. DUI. Police conducted a traffic stop on Glen Hope Boulevard involving a 56-year-old Osceola man who was placed under arrest for suspicion of DUI. Junking around in the junkyard. An 82-year-old Houtsdale man reported that unknown actors entered his Third Street property, but he did not know when and did not have any proof of this claim. The victim advised he could tell that some of his junk in his junkyard had been moved around. There are no investigative leads in this case. Hansy is reported a known male suspect grabbed a 25-year-old Houtsdale victim's butt and tried kissing the victim at Institution Drive, Woodward Township. Hawk Run Inn. 43-year-old man and 35-year-old female, both of Hawk Run, were involved in a verbal altercation that became physical. Both parties became separated from the scene, were interviewed, and cited for harassment. Parking lot altercation. You know, we're getting pretty far through here, and we have not seen our friends out in the Morris area. Parking lot altercation. A physical altercation occurred in a parking lot along Hale Street in Osceola Mills, involving a 38-year-old female victim. Gotta love the details. Fist fight. Known male suspect struck a 32-year-old Phillipsburg man in the face with a closed fist at Geo Drive. School bus fight. ESP investigator reported harassment that occurred on a school bus involving an 11-year-old Morrisdale girl. I don't know. When did we start calling the police because of kids? A can of sardines. PSP responded to report of retail theft involving a self-checkout in which somebody stole a half-gallon of milk, a can of sardines, Libby's sausage, and HVR buffalo from the Dollar General. Somebody let me know what an HVR buffalo is, because, you know, I don't know a whole lot about the American bison, but it seems like it'd be hard to stick them in your pocket and walk out the store unnoticed. Anxious texter. PSP took the report of harassment in the lobby of PSP Clearfield as a 46-year-old Phillipsburg woman was receiving unwanted text messages from Corey Cutler, 47, of Phillipsburg. At the direction of a trooper, the victim sent Cutler a text message stating to no longer contact her. At that time, the trooper also made phone contact with Cutler and informed him he would be cited with harassment if he contacted the woman again. Approximately 5-10 minutes later, Cutler, it says against, I think it probably means again, texted the woman while the trooper was present. Stolen knives and pool sticks. Unknown actors. We got to do something about all these actors out there going crazy. entered a 70-year-old Phillipsburg woman's West Pine Street apartment and removed approximately $1,500 in change, several knives, and $500 worth of pool sticks, then fled. $1,500 in change. Pray for this man. John Sine, 66, was traveling north on Black Machine Road, lost control of his Chevy, left the roadway, struck a large brick post, causing heavy damage. The Chevy came to a final rest. Sine was found to be under the influence of alcohol and was life flighted. I don't know why it said about pray for this man, but okay. Fatalities. A 3-vehicle crash occurred as Craig Hawkinson, 61, of Port Matilda, was traveling eastbound. Heather Ryder, 35, Phillipsburg, and Jason Marshall, 49, of Winburn, were traveling westbound. Hawkinson crossed over the double yellow divide lines into westbound lane, striking Ryder head-on. Marshall was behind Ryder and was unable to avoid the collision with Hawkinson, which was blocking the westbound lane. Hawkinson was pronounced deceased at the scene. He was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash. Ryder was pronounced deceased at the scene. Ryder was improperly wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash. Marshall was transported to Mount Nittany Medical Center and released without serious injury. He was properly wearing a seatbelt. Not quite sure how you improperly wear a seatbelt. I mean, yeah, they're pretty, I'm not making fun of them. I'm just wondering exactly what that means. The Elks had a golf tournament. We've got pictures of graduating kids. Now this would be, this would be people buy these little ads, basically, right, for their kid in the paper. Personally, I'm not sure what the point is. You tell the kid in person, you give them a card, throw them a party, that all makes sense. Why waste money on a newspaper ad that gets thrown away? I mean, it's not, if it's a newspaper article that shows the kid is doing something great, makes sense to clip it out and save it and all that. But, oh, look, I spent $40. Make sure you never throw this away. Okay. I thought I'd come to the end of the paper. It wasn't making a whole lot of sense. Just seems to be a lot of stuff about various schools ending the new year. Let's see, memory lane. We've got, it says forgotten. This is the memory lane section. It says forgotten. Unfortunately, this is one of many unidentified photos at the Historical Foundation. And they show you the photo. And I think that was just somebody's way of promoting the fact that there's a historical foundation that has photos. Star of the week again, Spike Island Pirates. There's a picture of Spike Island pitcher Zach Terracotta. Says, after sprinting to two 10-plus run wins to begin the new Center County Baseball League season, the Spike Island Pirates hosted rival Blanchard on June 2. Okay. So yes, there is a baseball team called the Spike Island Pirates. And there is all the news you need to know. Peace out.